signed it in gold.
Jeez.
That's funny.
I wonder if I still have a gold gel pen.
Yeah. So, just to drag you back, I had a couple more questions about
sorry. And while we're done being
filtering.
silly here.
I've recently been given a canister filter, which was at 1 micron. Now, you said you use 3 different size filters. Is that correct?
Actually, we start higher than that. We start at a 20 micron and then a 10 micron if it's a melomel, because we find that greatly reduces the number of pads that we have to go through at the lower microns. Because of the and skins. Because we do whole berry fermentation.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have to worry about it gumming up the pads if there's too much in there. And we just have to switch them out a lot less if we step down.
Okay, so you go 20-10, then...
We go 20-10, 5, 1.45.
Okay. So I need to get a few more cartridges, it would seem.
Well, if it's on the homebrew level, just let it ferment out. I mean, really the only reason is so it doesn't start fermenting again for shelf stability.
Yeah, and it just looks a lot prettier for competitions and stuff as well. If you just a bit brighter and you can always tell a filtered mead.
Yeah.
And the judges love that shit, so.
It's nice and polished. I've always been a big proponent of filtering, even at home, just because, I don't know, I always feel like it's nice to make it look as pretty as it tastes, Yeah,
a lot of people feel that way about it. And it does make a very beautiful product when you do that.
Yeah, I can imagine that it does. One thing that I was wondering about, I was looking through in the course of gathering information about you guys and that for the show. I hit your Facebook page, I hit your website, and I noticed that the pictures on the Facebook page had this, I'm assuming it's the Huck Me, beautiful, reddish golden. That was the one in the sunlight in the glass. And it was clear as a bell. And then I was looking at the one on the webpage, and I don't know if it was the light or what, but it looked like it wasn't. Was that like an early batch?
It's probably that I just need to. It probably had a lot of noise because of the lighting. I just need to take a new photo of it.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I actually had somebody mention that to me because they saw the show was going to be about filtration, and they're like, but this, and I was like, well, I'm pretty sure they would come and talk about filtration if that was the case,
Yeah,
but I was kind of curious if that was like an early experimental batch or something like that just had not yet been updated on the site or something,
Yeah, I just need to redo the photo, honestly.
Yeah, I hear you. Did how long? This was something I don't think we actually touched on this before you guys decided to go ahead and turn the hobby into a business. How long had you been making mead?
I had been doing it for maybe 4 or 5 years, and my husband had been doing it longer.
Oh, okay.
I kind of got in, made sure to organize the crap out of it.
Oh, so are you the organizer, or is he?
Oh, I'm more organized, just from the way my brain works. He does everything for, does it taste absolutely wonderful and splendid. And while that's important to me, too, I also make sure that everything's on the schedule, and we write down notes for everything, and all that.
Well, you got to do that. I take it you're the marketer as well.
Yeah, all of it.
Okay. So are you both involved in the recipe construction and naming and all of that, or is it a lot of couples? There's one of them that is the mead smith and one that is the everything else.
We both come and think of things together as far as recipes and naming. But as far as like one person over the other, I don't think that we necessarily have that with recipes and stuff like that. But I probably do a lot more of the paperwork, and he does more of the actual mead smithing of it, and also like setting up tasting events and stuff like that.
Okay. And now,
but we're pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so now you're actually open, you're producing, and I know you don't have a tap room, but I'm guessing that you're doing tasting somewhere. Are you going to, like, I don't know what the rules are out there. Can you take it and do tastings at bars or what?
We get a set number of events that we can go ahead and put on. We just have to let our local alcohol beverage control know about it, and our license will cover it. So basically since the craft beverage community in Boise is so accommodating, we've got so many people that are like, yeah, sure, you can go ahead and set up a tasting here. That's fine. And so we'll go ahead and do like a weekend tasting or whatever somewhere. First one we just had recently was for a product unveiling for Huck Me, and that was at North End Organic Nursery. And they also have Jay Michaels, who does beer and wine, mostly wine. And they were trying to emphasize a shop local for Valentine's Day sort of a deal. So the local business owners around here have been very supportive of us so far.
Cool. That is really cool.
Well, I guess if all of the businesses are supporting each other, then everybody does well, right?
Yeah, generally. And nobody's stepping on each other's toes because we're all, different enough.
Yeah, everything's so vastly different. Nobody's taking business from anybody else. All you're doing is helping each other.
Exactly.
Cool.
Well, it makes sense, that kind of shop local environment is powerful,
Yeah, it definitely can be if everybody kind of recognizes it.
Yeah, that's the kicker is do they recognize it? I think, Boise, while it's a city, is still got that farming mentality.
Yeah.
I come from northwestern Michigan, and it's the same kind of thing. The cities all remember when it was all farmland because it wasn't that long ago, and,
yeah.
And so,
it being sold off and got something in the field.
Well, and the cities in western Michigan are like you get a city and then like miles and miles and hours of farms and rivers and lakes and things, and then look, a small city. Oh wait, more farms and lakes and stuff, and more and more and more.
Oh,
of that.
So
and
like driving through
city.
Ontario.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot like driving through Ontario, and but it's that same kind of mentality. There's a lot of pulling together that goes on, which I think is one of the reasons why Michigan has turned out to be such a fertile stomping ground for meaderies and breweries.
Kind of a hotbed.
Oh God, yeah. You look at a map and you can't see Michigan for all the dots.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I'm not sure. I got to total up all my numbers because I've got about another 100 meaderies to add to the meadery list as soon as I get past the Mazer Cup, and I've got brain cells again. Between the AMMA and the Mazer Cup, I got no life right now. But
that is your life. What's wrong with that?
Well, I've got that. Plus, I have to finish editing Rob's book and have that uploaded and published on Amazon in hard copy, so we can order it to ship a couple boxes to the Mazer Cup. So that we
God!
Yeah. And so I spent like 9 hours.
Yeah, because you promised me a copy.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry. I spent like 9 hours. I'm buying all you guys a copy. I spent like 9 hours formatting and literally didn't stop till a half hour before I got on the show today.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was just crazy. I'm going to try to knock it out the rest of the way tomorrow so I can check that one off my list and go, okay, fine, that's done. Now I can work on other things.
Yeah, one of those previous lives I had was a tech writer, and editing can take more time than you think.
Oh my God, I know, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, then you go through it and you're like, done. Oh wait, crap, I forgot this entire chapter needs to be done this way. And my tables aren't fitting right. And oh God, it's just crazy.
And now because I've changed this, I have to change this, and this.
Well, in standard, you don't think about it, standard book formatting. Okay, Shauna, you used to do tech writing, right? So you know how it's got to be fully justified side to side? Yeah, well, when you're doing mead recipes, not so much.
Well, yeah. That's all its own thing. You got to worry about specialized formatting, and then if you're also doing a digital download, everybody's got a different format.
Oh, literally, I have two different. I have the hard copy that I'm doing, and that's just this hard copy. There's another hard copy coming out this summer, and there's the digital. The Kindle is going up probably in April sometime, and that's another whole separate format. And then there's Nook and Smashwords and I don't even know what the other ones are. It just makes me sick just talking about it. Honestly, it's kind of crazy.
So I got to say, Smashwords is great because Smashwords puts it out to Nook for you.
Yes, I know. Once you get them, you get everything. Oh, and then there's the format for iTunes. iBooks.
Yeah.
And
And Google Books is their own thing if you're doing Google Books.
Crazy.
You're welcome.
All right, let's do something mead related. This is making me tired just thinking about it. If you're okay with it, Shauna, Pete Bucklich wanted to come on for a little bit and just kind of do a bit of a up thing for the mead mixer and just kind of play a little bit. And since he's an early to bed type because he gets up at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
God.
To go to work, so he goes to bed at like 8. Yeah, it's really kind of awful, really. But if you're okay with it, we want to bring him in for a bit, and he's not going to stay for a real long time, and then we're going to get back to doing what we do. And if that's cool, we'll do that.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Awesome sauce. All right, let me bring him in then. Get his phone number up on the list here. I have too many things I have to type on and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got like 3 social media screens, 2 computer screens, 2 different...
Hello.
Hi, Pete. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. You got me, AJ, Manny, Hamish, and Shauna.
Hi.
Sounds like a party.
It is a party. It's always a party on Got Me Live. You know that.
Yeah, we're so off topic.
Oh, yeah, we are. We were just bitching about formatting books. What a pain in the butt. So it seemed like a good time to bring you in. Yeah.
Wait a second. Me formatting books.
Well, since we were off topic,
I've been index forwarded and chapterized.
You have. So, and I was also just complaining about how 2 weeks ahead of the Mazer Cup and the AMMA conference, have no brain left.
Yeah,
and I'm now into the, okay, great, it'll be really good when it's done and you and I can have our Sunday dinner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's great.
Everybody's so excited, and we're I'm just tired.
Well, yeah, I think something like this where we have the Mazer Cup International Mead Competition, and this year we get the added benefit of having the AMMA there for the first time ever, and the first actual sustained effort at having a mead organization in the U.S. and having that present at the Mazer Cup International is a huge move in the right direction, as far as I'm concerned, and it's something that the Mazer Cup International folks and I'm sure the AMMA folks want to nurture and turn into something that really moves the industry forward. I was saying this at UC Davis I was talking with Phil Lorenz and Mike Fall, and I said, whether people realize it or not, this is a monumental step forward.
Oh, yeah.
We have an industry organization now that's viable, thanks, in large part to yourself and Brad Dahlhofer over at B Nectar, Ken Schramm, Chrissy Zerpor,
Michael Fairbrother.
And
let's not forget
Ash,
Chris Weber, who was the one who actually started this organization.
Right, exactly. And, the people that have really gone above and beyond the call of duty to get something like this going. And, I think industry thanks need to go out to them as well as, the home mead makers, because that gives them something to look forward to, an organization they can be part of with a clear path if it's their desire to do so, to move into commercial mead making. And it's a great thing to be able to have the Mazer Cup be able to help support that and work with it. And like any new endeavor, it's got its bumps and starts, and some of those just have to be gotten past, but that's the way that it works. And in the end, you can take a look back at it and say, hey, it was well worth it.
Yeah,
and,
totally.
And if not, we can at least look back and say, hey, we got a good hangover out of it.
I think we'll get that regardless.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, I pushed for this conference and sadly ended up being the only one doing it because I'm the one that had the idea in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the whole thing. You
never volunteered.
You complain loud enough about something, and then you inherit it.
That was kind of what happened to you and I and the rest when the Mazer Cup started, kind of,
Yeah, exactly.
We pissed and moaned because there wasn't an event that year, and what do you know? The next year there was one, and we were the ones doing it.
And that's what you get for complaining.